you know.
So this is more along lines for Quincella's family because we are planning a trip to go visit them this coming summer of 2016. We are looking at getting a RV. We would prefer to buy a used RV or borrow one from a friend. So we're looking into that. We'd rather not rent because renting is so ridiculously expensive. Talking over $3,000 for 2 weeks because we're going to be gone for about 2 weeks. I have a problem with flying and I have a problem with taking personal or public transportation, so I'm going to have to drive. I do have a stop off in South Carolina that we can stop for a couple days. On our way down and then on the way back, we can do the same thing. So we don't have to make the drive straight. But with the RV, at least then we could. It's basically a mobile house. We won't have to worry too much about it. And Marie thinks it's a good idea.
Well, keep the kids busy, keep them out of trouble. It's easier for something for them to do as well while we're in there.
And for planning other trips to go see family out of state would be really nice to have an RV. And that could also increase my ability to make videos for, like, let's say car shows and stuff. We could go a little bit out of our way, take a few days off and go check out stuff or what may have you. It'll make road trips into a bigger possibility than what we currently have if we purchase one. The goal is to purchase a used one, I think. If someone offers us theirs to borrow for a couple weeks, we'll take that. However, renting just doesn't seem feasible. Because like I said, it's going to cost like $3,000 just to rent it for 2 weeks. That's a lot of money that you're basically throwing away. She walks away.
I'm
So-
still here.
The essential plan is we're going to leave sometime in the beginning of summer or right before summer starts in like fall.
Pretty much when the kids are out of finishing school.
Yeah, they're going to have to be out of school.
Not like out of school permanent, but out of school for the summer.
Yeah.
Which falls around
Kind of forgot about
June. I didn't. It falls around June, so it's like right when summer gets
that.
ready.
Well, they're off like July and August. The entire month. So probably in
Mhm.
July. I'm going to take 2 weeks of work off. I'll have some money from income taxes as long as the laws and stuff don't change tremendously. I should have enough to hopefully purchase a used RV, and I can do the initial drive straight down to South Carolina where my dad lives. Then we can hang out there. I can get some sleep and hang out with my dad for a day or two. And then we can continue on, which would be another. I don't even think it'd take 8 hours to get down to Louisiana from there.
No, it's not too far.
It's not as bad as going from all the way up here down there. So we'll do that and stay down with Marie's family for about 5 days. And then on our way back up, we'd stop to my dad's place again and stay with him for another day or two before we come back up to New York where we live. That seems to be the best way to get everything incorporated into one nice long trip. It'll be a vacation for all of us, and with the RV, it'll be a relaxing vacation because we'll have a place to actually be. We won't have to worry about a motel. We won't have to worry about being in a crowded house. Some of you people know that I have problems with large groups.
As do I. I don't like crowded areas.
If I'm not talking much, it's because there's just too many people. I'm more of a one-on-one or one-on-two type person. I've always stayed pretty much to myself anyways. So, having the RV would be nice, because then I could, when I feel overwhelmed, I could just go to it and chill out. Even in real life, that's what I do, is I go to my car and chill, but the car is too small to have the kids with us in. And there's a possibility we might pick up an RV down in South Carolina and take a rental car down there only because there's a lot more RVs for sale down there.
And the prices for stuff is actually cheaper down south than up here.
And my dad's a mechanic, so he'd be able to scout out one for me when I get down there, purchase it, or I could have him purchase it for me before we even get there.
And just pay him back.
Well, we'd send him the money initially.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be the best way. I don't like being in debt to anyone.
No, I understand. I'm the same way. I hate it too.
So, as long as everything goes well, we will, all of us, will be coming down, visiting with Marie's entire family, and it'll be the first time I'm meeting her family in person.
Which they are very excited.
I'm exceptionally nervous about, given we've been married for,
Almost
going
6
on
years.
5 years.
I thought it was almost 6.
Oh yeah, it's going on 6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be 6 years in November.
Yep.
That's
Because
Wow.
our oldest is 4, going on 5. So
yeah, and we got married before she was born, so yeah.
6.
It'll be going on 6 years in November.
That's crazy.
And we still love each other.
Yep.
Have we ever had a real argument?
No, we end up laughing. We end up laughing. That's how it works. We end up laughing at each other. That our kids make us laugh. If we try to argue, so. But as far as I remember, my dad is looking very forward to meeting you and doing stuff with you, like guy stuff.
I'm gonna have to bring my fishing pole, but it might be insufficient for the fish that you guys got down there.
If maybe my dad, I think, has a spare. Believe me, they get when they know that we're coming down, they'll get prepared. So.
If we do buy the RV, one of the first things that we're gonna do is put an alarm system for the door. On the off chance that we pull off to the side, not rest stop or whatever to sleep, because we're gonna definitely want to stay safe. I mean, the kids are gonna be with us, so we'll put an alarm system on the door. We're gonna have spare tires just on the off chance. You never know. And I'll make sure that's got a new set of brakes on it.
We gotta go down the list.
Oh, I got a big list already. Sorry. Gotta be safe, especially for a long drive.
Yep. Alright, we're gonna end the video here. We don't want it to go too far, or too long, I should say.
Yeah, this is just
A heads up.
planning a trip. We want to do this, and we're hoping to get a lot of footage when we go down too, because up here we're very limited with the restaurants and stuff that we have. Down there, I mean, you guys got that Whataburger, or no, Whataburger. Sorry,
Rallies.
you guys got the Sonic and
You got Rallies.
the Box and the Jack.
That's actually further out in Baton Rouge, so it's kind of a ways.
Oh well, I'm saying on the way down.
It used to be in.
There's a
that
Jack
area.
in the Box in South Carolina. So.
Oh my god, I haven't had a Jack in the Box in years. Let's see if I'm right. There's McDonald's, Sonic, Jack
McDonald's
in the Box.
doesn't count. That's everywhere.
No. Some places they don't actually have it. Like if you're in Georgia, it's harder to find it.
And those places are better off.
They have Rallies around Georgia. And Checkers, I think it's called, or Check.
I've heard of Checkers.
It's pretty much Rallies. That's what Rallies is. It's you know how, what's it called? Wendy's and what's the other place? Arby's are pretty much owned by the same people, and they don't sell the same type of sandwiches, but it's owned by the same people. Same thing like that. It's owned by the same people, but some of the stuff at Check's may be different than Rallies. Like Rallies got shrimp. They never had shrimp when I was little. They got shrimp there now, which is crazy.
I'm also excited to try real Popeyes. Our Popeyes up here, from what Marie says,
It's
is
not
real.
as good. It doesn't have the spices like we do down south. It's got more flavor down south, and if you get it right when it opens, is the best because the grease is fresh. Everything is fresh if you get it in the morning. Not morning, but 11. The Chinese food is really good down there too. It's actually, I don't know, it just tastes more flavorful down there than it is up here. I wonder if they have Little Panda down there. I don't remember. It's been a while. I'm trying to think what other places. I want to take you to a real seafood hatchery. They have
seafood hatchery?
Yes, that's what it's called. It's where you go to it's like a market, and they have different types of seafood that you buy. Fresh seafood. The stuff isn't even dead yet. And you pick it, you bring it home, and you do everything yourself. I'm not joking.
That sounds really tasty.
It is. That's why we used to get our shrimp, and we'd boil them slightly to kill them, and then we'd peel them. Oh. Sometimes they're already dead.
Speaking of which, I really want to try a real shrimp po' boy. And this crawfish etouffee thing you keep telling me about.
We got to make sure it's in season, because if it's not in season, they won't have it at Popeyes.
Well, if they don't have it, maybe we can find a recipe for it.
There's definitely a recipe for it. We don't want to get... Yes, Zatarain's is good, but you want to do it homemade, so you got to look it up.
So we'll do it homemade. No big deal. And then we'll make a video of how to do it, and it'll be awesome.
There's also a sausage po' boy, and there's a blackened fish po' boy as well.
Sausage po' boy.
Sausage po' boy. It's the kind of sausage that we have down south that is not up here. That is really good, but also very bad for you. It's very
I'm trying to
greasy.
remember the name of the sausage.
It's something pig. It's like red
No, I know what it
something.
is, but there's a name for it. I forget the name of it.
I forgot it too. My grandfather told me. You'll get to try collard greens, mustard greens, cornbread. My grandfather's famous cornbread. Yours was very close. Yours was very close to his. Very close, like maybe an inch from being close.
Yeah, I'm probably just missing an ingredient or something.
You'd love his greens. My cousin Morgan has to cook eggs for you. I tried her eggs, and I've never had her cooking before, but when she made the scrambled eggs for me when I was there that morning, it was phenomenal. It was phenomenal.
Referring to scrambled eggs as phenomenal, no matter how they're cooked, is kind of a little bit different for me.
It's like yours is good. Our niece's is good, but the way my cousin did it, I've never had it like that before. Everything was like, it was to perfection. Like she had perfected it. It was crazy. It wasn't fried too hard. It wasn't fried, under fried or anything. It was good. It surprised me. And her baking was exactly the way I like it, which is not hard, but not soft. It's like in the middle. And that is hard to do. But I think our bacon is actually different down south than up here. I think we have different bacon.
Probably. So I'm already a pretty big guy, but I have a feeling that I'm going to gain like 30 or 40 pounds while I'm down there.
You seen my dad?
So
he may eat good food, but sometimes yeah.
But I am getting to the bottom of my whole thing. I tried this stuff called kombucha, and for like 2 days I felt amazing afterwards. I felt absolutely amazing. So
yeah, he was telling me about that today, actually.
I think I'm going to try and drink a couple of those a week. And that actually might help, because it gave me more energy. I felt slimmer, I don't know, there's enzymes and stuff in this stuff.
Enzymes are good for you.
And probiotics, and I don't know, maybe it just cleaned out my system. But I felt really good for like 2 days.
There's also a restaurant I want to take you to that my stepsister took me to.
Yeah.
And I showed you the pictures of it, and Fia loved it. I'm taking you there. I need to ask my stepsister what it's called, but you would love it, and it's very healthy. But it's a Chinese type of thing, but it's really good. But it's very healthy.
Hey, I'm up for trying anything. As long as I can record it and throw it on YouTube.
See, if I'd have been doing more of my channel back then, I would have actually uploaded stuff. But I have pictures of it that I will try to put up on my channel. But I'm probably going to make a separate channel for that. Because mine is a gaming channel. I gotta be careful what I do, because I'm mostly gaming.
I just put everything on my channel. I mean, it's my life in a nutshell.
Well, that's how you started.
If you're interested in what I'm doing, hey, check it out. I do a quote of the day every day. Usually inspirational. I did do a couple of depressing ones, but they're not that bad. Makes you think. Anything that makes you think makes me happy.
I'm exactly with that too. Like, I'm like that with games. Like, yes, I'll play these scary games and stuff, but I like games that have a good story that you gotta figure out with your brain. Puzzle games, I'm very big on, like Myst. Takes a lot. And I actually remember almost all the puzzles from that game. I forgot how many there are, but yeah. I like games that just make you think, that actually challenge your mind. Also like Portal and Portal 1. I'm sorry, Portal and Portal 2. There's quite a few that are out there that I really like. That I do some reviews here and there, not a lot. I need to start getting more into doing more of my model making, because a lot of people seem to really like the way I make my models, that they could tell I did a lot of detail into it, which is very hard for me because my vision is declining, but I am trying. And thankfully my oldest actually tries to help me in games when I'm doing stuff. She'll tell me if something's there or whatever, so she does help out when I'm playing video games, especially. She's going to be actually playing with me, and when I get a controller, to play Octodad, which is a very cute game. So I'm looking forward to that, and so is she.
I'm looking forward to meeting your family.
I think they're going to love you, honey. I truly do.
If they're anything like you, I'll love them too.
My dad and me are very similar. I am not going to lie, I'm very similar to my dad.
But keep in mind, when I'm down there with you, you ain't buying those freaking pants that are already worn in with holes and shit all over them.
I have this one pair of pants, and he does like them. He likes them a lot.
They're nice and all,
because
but
they
they
fit
just,
me perfectly.
they look worn.
But because of the patch thing that's on the front, if that wasn't there, because I thought I messed him up, or someone bought him back and messed him up, and she's like, no, that's how they are. And I'm like, really? I was raised that that's not supposed to be like that, that you're supposed to put patches on that stuff. But no, I do love them because they're very pretty, and my stepsister got them for me, so I'm very appreciative, and I do love them. Because I've never had something that pretty before, as far as jeans. I've never had pretty jeans before.
Yeah, pure, the best jeans that you can get are pretty much garbage unless you go to one of those specialty stores
That's
that
not
are...
true. That's not true.
I mean, they're nice, but they're not like... They don't have any style to them.
Bling.
They're just plain blue jeans.
Except
They
for
don't
the...
even, I mean, I managed to find a pair of decent jeans, but I paid a decent price for them with like a gold stitching up them instead of just blue.
Purple,
And
gold,
nice.
no, purple, pink, a little bit of gold, and I have some type of glitter design, but it's not like pizzazz like they do down south. A lot of the clothes are actually a lot nicer looking. Like I have a dress with stripes with the what was it? The pointy tower in Paris, the Eiffel Tower, I think it's called. Is that it? The really tall one, triangle.
The Eiffel Tower? Yeah.
The Eiffel Tower. That's mean.
I'm a mean
Hate
person.
mail. No. That one in the purple dress. It's hard to find dresses for me that'll fit my height because I'm very short. So for her to find those for me was awesome. And I still love them, and I still wear them.
When she came back, she had purple hair. I'm like, you're not my wife. Where's my wife?
I had a wig on that actually looked like my hair.
It looked freaking cool.
I still have it, and I still wear it.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to probably wear it in my next video, because that's actually my trademark hair that my character that I made usually has. It's purple hair. Because she's supposed to be based on
Purple looks good on her.
Yeah, I have purple shirts, purple pants, black pants, and blue jeans. I mostly wear blue jeans and purple shirts. And red. Very rarely red, though. Actually, my dress is purple, black, and gray. And, oh, I have a purple hat, but it's downstairs. I'll wear it in my other video. I have it hanging up. I need to fix the band on it because my daughter pulled the string, and it came off, and she cried because she untied it, so it came off, so I gotta fix it. So, and I love that hat. That hat is awesome. Anywho.
It's been a pleasure sharing our plans and information with you guys. We also have a plan to do the Hot Rod Power Tour in either 2017 or 2018, depending
On what's going on.
what's going on. Yeah, right now my mom's not in the best of health, so we're focusing most on that at the moment. And
Do we want to say about the kid?
they can probably see you. I have it in Super Review.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we're
In a year or two.
in a year or two we're hoping to actually have another child. We're hoping to have a boy. If we have a boy, it's going to have my name, because it's kind of a family thing in my family to have the first boy be the name of the father. So like my brother was the first son, so he is Wesley Poyle II. And so
I'll tell you about it later. Just in
so my son's gonna have my name. Or our son, I should say. However, we were thinking, because it is a possibility that we will end up having another girl.
Because I've kind of had two girls, but like the trade goes,
So the wife and I came up with the name of Zoe
Zoe.
Zoe for the first name, and then she kept throwing out the name Elizabeth, and I'm like, I'm okay with the Elizabeth, but it's kind of mainstream.
and I said
then
let's look for a middle name.
I sent a text to my
Message,
mom, and she said, without me saying anything, she said Zoe Elizabeth Poyle, and I'm like, okay, I guess Elizabeth is the middle name.
And the only reason why I said Elizabeth is because of my cousin, because she is pretty much like my fourth sister, because I have been with her since she was a baby. I've pretty much been around her and helped take care of her since she was a baby, so I'm very close to her, and her middle name is Elizabeth, so it would mean a lot to me if her middle name was Elizabeth.
So we have a lot of plans for the future.
Yep.
And some of them that we can't back down on is definitely going to see your family. We have to do that
Yes.
one way or another.
Yes. Because my grandfather is getting up there. My family is getting up there, and he needs to meet his niece and nephew.
Even
as
if we have to
well.
rent a minivan for the trip, I mean, we'll do it.
Yeah.
But our goal is to have an RV.
Mhm.
Always have to aim high. Because, you know what? If you don't aim high, you're never going to hit it. You won't hit it if you don't aim for it.
Try and keep trying until you can do it. Never give up. Have faith, have strength, have confidence, and perseverance.
As my old ROTC instructor used to tell us, aim high, push the envelope. I'm pretty good at aiming high. I usually hit my targets, especially in Battlefield.
Actually, he was a bit rusty, and I'm a bit rusty in games right now, and he's actually,
My first-person gaming's getting back on par.
yeah, I told him it'll take him a while.
Yeah.
Because I was like that with Team Fortress. It took me a while in Left 4 Dead, and then I started playing. I'm really good in Counter-Strike, though, because I use my ears for everything in that game, and I can find you. Like, if it's, like, one-on-one, I can find you.
Yeah, Counter-Strike's pretty fun.
Anywho, on that note, we are going to end this video.
For like the third time.
Yeah. We're tired, and we tend to ramble when we're tired.
And I've already drinking more than she has. But point of the matter is, we are enjoying ourselves. We're just chit-chatting. Some people are going to listen to this. I'm pretty certain our family will listen through, since it's about them and about us going to see them.
And my oldest is very much looking forward to meeting you. She very much wants to meet you. And I hear what she tells you on the phone, and that makes me smile.
Talking about the Kai. The Grand Kai.
The Grand Kai. And she is the Grand Kai for many reasons. I will try to have her on a video one day here with me playing a game.
I love this purple haze. It's the raspberry flavor. It would taste so good with chocolate.
Didn't we get something that had chocolate and it had grape, and it was so nasty?
Yes. It was chocolate Bach by...
That stuff was nasty.
Oh, I can't remember. No, it was chocolate cherry Bach.
It was so nasty.
From like I think it was a Sam Adams Christmas
Adams.
beer.
Sam Adams, yes.
And it
It's so
was
nasty.
disgusting.
Your brother actually liked it though.
You like some nasty stuff, so.
Sorry. Inside joke. Anyway.
And depending on how everything goes, you also might meet my brother. I don't know about that though. That's that.
It's still up in the air.
Yeah,
We don't know what's going
that
on
one's
yet.
a big if. But well, I hope that you all enjoyed this video and listening to us ramble on and talk about whatnot. And well, we'll be seeing you soon.
Laters.
Yep.